Most people think you need a massive studio setup to make professional-sounding tracks, but this little black slab of aluminum proves that's just not true. It's barely 1.5 inches thick, which is honestly wild when you consider how much control it actually puts under your fingertips. You can slide this right into a laptop bag next to your computer, and suddenly, your local coffee shop or a cramped hotel room becomes a fully functional production suite. The build quality is a massive step up from the plastic gear you usually see at this price point. That brushed aluminum finish doesn't just look sharp, it feels solid, like it can actually survive being tossed around in a backpack. The data dial has this satisfying, weighted resistance to it that makes scrolling through samples feel precise, rather than like you're just clicking through a menu. Now here is the thing about the pads. They are the real deal. They have that classic, responsive feel that Akai is famous for, and having 16 of them backlit and ready to go makes chopping samples or laying down drum patterns feel intuitive. You aren't just clicking a mouse, you are actually playing the music. The touch-sensitive knobs are a nice touch too, letting you tweak filters or effects on the fly without having to dive deep into software menus. It's all about keeping the momentum going. Speaking of the software, it's essentially the brain of the operation. It handles everything from complex sequencing to real-time time stretching, and because it's VST compatible, you aren't limited to the sounds that come in the box. Speaking of sounds, it comes with a massive library called the Bank, which is packed with enough basses, leads, and textures to keep you busy for a long time. But look, it isn't perfect. Because it relies on your computer for the heavy lifting, you are tethered to a laptop. If you were hoping for a standalone unit that works without a screen, this isn't it. You'll need to keep your eyes on your monitor to really get the most out of the editing features. Also, the USB-only power means you're always going to be drawing from your laptop's battery, so keep an eye on that power bar if you're working on a long flight. Still, for the price and the sheer portability, it's hard to argue with the value. It bridges that gap between a tactile hardware experience and the infinite possibilities of modern software. If you're a producer who finds themselves constantly on the move, but hates the idea of sacrificing that classic workflow, this thing is probably going to be your new best friend. It's focused, it's rugged, and it gets out of your way so you can actually finish tracks instead of just staring at a screen. Honestly, it's a pretty impressive piece of kit for anyone who wants to keep their creative process mobile without losing that professional edge.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.